Okay, so we are going into this temporal bone and the parts of the temporal bone, which includes the petrous part, the mastoid part, the tympanic part, and the squamous part. I have added this table for you to see that show you different parts and their, anatomy and their contents. So you need to go through this. I will add it into the, into our course, so you can just have a good read of it. We are going through it briefly. So you can see this is the lateral surface of the temporal bone. This is the squamous part, and this is the petrous part. This is the mastoid process. You can see this is styloid process. This is the tympanic part, and this is the external acoustic meatus that you can see over here. And this is the zygomatic process that is going out. And below is the mandibular fossa. This is again temporal bone. You can see from the middle surface. This is the hiatus for the greater petrosal nerve. And you can see this is the internal acoustic meatus that you can see over here. This is the carotid canal, this is the styloid process, and this is the hiatus for the lesser petrosal nerve. This you can see this is the groove part of the middle meningeal artery, and this is what we have already seen. So we are going to touch a little bit about the internal auditory canal. The internal acoustic canal, also known as the internal auditory canal or the meatus, is a bony canal within the petrous portion of the temporal bone that transmits the nerves and vessels from within the posterior cranial fossa to the auditory and the vestibular apparatus. The contents of this canal are the facial nerve, the vestibular cochlear nerve, the vestibular ganglion, the labyrinthine artery, usually a branch of the ICA. This is the anterior and inferior cerebellar artery or basilar artery. Nerves include, there are 5 nerves that run through the internal auditory meatus. The nerves intermediate, the sensory, which is the sensory component of the cranial nerve 7, the facial nerve. The facial motor root, motor component of the facial nerve. The cochlear nerve, which is the component of the vestibulocochlear nerve. Inferior vestibular nerve, again component of the vestibulocochlear nerve. The superior vestibular nerve, component of the vestibulocochlear nerve, and their position is most constant in the lateral portion of the meatus, which is anatomically divided by the falciform crest. This horizontally divides the canine into superior and inferior portion. You can see over here I have added a picture. So this is the lateral aspect of the internal acoustic meatus, the one I just I was telling you about. So this is, you can see over here, the fundus of left internal acoustic meatus divided into upper and lower areas where it is transverse crest. You can see the transverse crest. This is going over here. So superior to it, you can see this is the superior vestibular area. There is opening of the facial nerve, and in the falciform crest, which is also known as the crista falciformis. I think you can see it well from here. It is a horizontal ridge that divides into superior and inferior portion. In the superior portion, the facial nerve and the superior vestibular nerve travel in the superior portion, with the facial nerve anterior to the superior vestibular nerve and separated from it in the lateral portion by the Bell spar, which is the vertical ridge of the bone. You can see quite, and you can have a good appearance from here. In the inferior part, the cochlear nerve and the inferior vestibular nerve, which lie inferior, run inferior to the falciform crest within the cochlear nerve, situated more interiorly. You can see over here, you can have a good idea over here. And there is also a another diagram that it is easy for you, 7 up and poke down, where this 7 the facial nerve is above and above along with the superior vestibular nerve, and the cochlear nerve lies below along with this inferior vestibular nerve.